In the last year, COVID-19 has laid bare many problems that exist globally. My focus has been on one particular issue, food insecurity. Globally, almost 1 in 9 is now food insecure, and in US, over 50 million people are food insecure. And in Native American lands, the focus of Konbit, all federally recognized nations are deemed food deserts. I am Sanjay Rajan, founder of Konbit. At Konbit, we are building a network of community microfarms on native lands, growing nutrient-dense traditional foods so that community members can become social cultural entrepreneurs. This makes them in charge of their own food security. Very appropriate is the name Konbit, a Creole word with origins in West Africa that means coming together for public commons and community good. I just got back from Nespelem in the state of Washington, site of our pilot. This is the land of Confederated Colville tribes, home to 12 bands of the Colville people. As you can see, it is really barren land. My colleagues are taking measurements to set up a micro farm. We want to convert it into a food forest, growing traditional crops and regenerate the soil in the process. So what do the social cultural entrepreneurs who will be the microfarm managers get from Konbit? They'll get snap to grow geodesic structures with all the inputs to grow healthy, nutrient-dense foods locally. We also provide smart farming, including exciting carbon sequestration technology. Soil is the most cost-effective way to store carbon. This enables getting carbon credits and lets us take climate action as well. With every microfarm, Konbit can create one social entrepreneur who can potentially generate 6 jobs and who can feed 100 people nutrient-dense food. Simply put, Konbit is about designing for resiliency of the individual, the community, and the landscape. Here is just of the detailed market analysis. As I said, beachhead market is Native American lands. Second jurisdiction is urban food deserts, especially in BIPOC communities. We have an eclectic mix of smart team members and advisors to drive change in our food systems and further Konbit. Since launch in July 2020, we had amazing traction. I'm going to highlight 4. A USDA SBIR Phase 1 grant, in process of inking a 3-year partnership with NREL to further agrivoltaics, a partnership with Office of Indigenous Innovation, University of Hawaii, and a partnership with Fort Lewis College to have Native American students intern with Konbit and perhaps even become our employees and brand ambassadors. We have audacious goals. We want to get to 1,000 different sites by end of year 5. We forecast revenue growth to 25 million. We also have a rainy day fund, so you never know when, where, how the next pandemic might be. The United Nations says, apart from the global COVID-19 pandemic, a hunger pandemic also has been getting worse in 2021 and beyond. We want to alleviate this pandemic of hunger now and into the future. Many of the tribal elders we work with say, food is spirituality. At Konbit, we believe that as well. Let's restore food sovereignty and equity in our Native American lands. Lem limt. Thank you, as they say in the Salish language.